The 2025 college football season is underway from Dublin, Ireland. And after the touchback, Iowa State will... K-State stacks the box. Hansen on first down. And he cuts it upfield for a gain of 3 on the play. Another run play on 2nd and 7. Hansen trying to get the edge. And he's tripped up at the 30-yard line. Donovan McIntosh got enough of him to get him to the ground. And Becht will keep it on 3rd down. And he gets the first down. Rocco Becht had 8 rushing touchdowns last year.
Getting in front and Becht making a man miss for the first down.
Hansen, the ball carrier for the 3rd time, up to the 43-yard line. First pass play. Becht, and the ball is juggled and incomplete. Eli Green couldn't come down with it. Iowa State. They rush 4. Becht from the pocket is hit and sacked back at the 38-yard line. Toby Osunsami. Tyler Perkins, 4th year as the starting punter. And Dylan Edwards, very dangerous with the ball in his hands, has to backpedal, and he muffed the kick, and it's recovered by Iowa State at the 8-yard line. Aiden Flora jumps on the loose ball, and Iowa State will have it. Goal to go. On 1st and goal from the 8, and no running room that time for Hansen.
Go in the red zone.
Becht in trouble again, sacked again. Osunsami gets back there again. Loss on the play of 8. They're lining up as if they're going to, and here they come. Becht facing pressure again. Lobs, and a flag down as the pass was incomplete. Gabe Burkle got turned around as he was being defended by V.J. Payne in the end zone. For today, a Big 12 crew.
Number 7, defense. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Yard line. And it'll be Sama. Hit at the 1 by Payne. Falls forward and down short of the goal line. Pitch to Sama. Ball on the ground. And Kansas State falls on it. It's Austin Romaine coming up with the football. 2 turnovers in 5 minutes here in Dublin. And we'll run the football here. Joe Jackson, Dylan Edwards a little banged up. So yeah, Giddens almost 1,400 yards last year. 5th round pick by the Colts. No running room that time off the left side. Coming flying in there is Jeremiah Cooper on the hit. In the backfield on 3rd and 7. And Johnson with a quick pass over the middle. It's incomplete through the hands of Jace Brown. And a punt by Kansas State is now the return man for the Cyclones. And it's secured at the 43-yard line of Iowa State.
Head down here on the sideline, trying to roll out that left ankle, so we'll keep our eyes on it.
And right now, Taylor, that's big because this may be a running game. We don't have a completion yet. Back to the air, and our first completion for either team. It's Dom Overby, who had 1 catch all of last year. Yardage situations to catch the ball. Becht surveying the defense, and the pass off target. He had a receiver, Brett Eskilsson, its younger brother. Gilbert had a little trouble with the snap, and a shorter kick than the last one. Fair caught at the 15-yard line. And Johnson's pass is caught on the redirection by one of the offensive linemen, Terrence Enos. Joe Jackson still in the game at running back, trying to find room. It's not there. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. You mentioned cutting down the mistakes for Avery Johnson. On 3rd and 12, Kansas State will just keep it on the ground with Jackson, able to slip 1 tackle, but then thumped at the 18-yard line. Marcus Neal in there for Iowa State. McClannon to punt again from inside his 10. Short kick, end over end, and it checks up. And Iowa State's going to have the ball in Kansas State territory after it got the takeaway. Carson Hansen, and again, no running room, maybe a yard or 2. Yards between the 2 teams in 10 minutes of action. Becht's pass caught this time. Close to a first down is Gabe Burkle. Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Backed off play action, and his pass is caught for a first down. Brett Eskilsson, who's wearing Jaden Higgins' old number 9. Kansas State rushes 5, back throwing to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. Dominic Overby able to haul it in. The first score of 2025. Conradi makes it 7-0 Iowa State. Defensive end, the two are not related. And this is going to sail out of bounds, so very good starting field position for Kansas State. Time now for a Wildcat here with Chase Brown taking the direct snap, faking the pitch to the quarterback, Avery Johnson, and taking off past the 40. And Brown thrown out of bounds at the 30-yard line by Marcus Neal. Now they shift Joe Jackson back next to him. Johnson's pass is a little inside and incomplete, intended for Will Swanson. Another run play on 2nd and 15. Devon Rice inside the 30, got a chunk of it back against him. Kansas State going to run Jackson up the gut, and he gets knocked down 2 yards short of the line to gain by Jamison Patton and Marcus Neal. 4th down. Jackson got it and more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. And the ball on the ground again. Johnson picks it up and throws it away. He was outside the tackle box. He did get it through the neutral zone. So that grounding call against Iowa State last year by getting outside the pocket. Here he's belted but keeps his balance momentarily. Jontez Williams with the hit, but a good run by Avery Johnson. A tip ball to an offensive lineman. And Johnson will keep it himself, and Johnson heads for the end zone. Touchdown, K-State. Who needs to throw the ball when you got him running it? For the College of the Canyons, junior college in California. For the extra point, no problem, and that ties the game. 5. McClellan kicking it deep for Kansas State. Fair caught, and we'll go for college football. Run play on 1st and 10, and Sama with nowhere to run on the perimeter gets decked about a yard downfield by Zayshawn Rich.
Here on 2nd down, make it 4.
Back to the air, and trying to dump it off to Burkle, overshot him. There was a little pressure late. Back on 3rd down and 9, gets leveled and fumbles the ball. It's recovered by Kansas State. Knocked out by Quay Moss, recovered by Chidi Obiizor. K-State had the 1 fumble. And now they run the perimeter, but tracked down is Devon Price for a loss on the play. Caleb Bacon, a guy that is a... Johnson finds an open receiver in the middle of the field. Garrett Oakley close to a 1st down. Joe Jackson gets the carry, lunges forward, and got to be close. Give to Jackson, and he's hit in the backfield and taken down by Marcus Neal. Does not appear to have it. A turnover on downs. Early, they're leaving tomorrow, and each team has a game next Saturday back in the States. Back throw is incomplete. There was some contact between Bramer.
Those turnovers not resulting in points.
Back down the rollout on 2nd down and 10. Slings it over the middle, and it's dropped. It may have been caught and then fumbled. Now it's ruled incomplete. Back to throw again from his end zone. Hanson out of the backfield, gets walloped. It takes a 2nd man to bring him down. The initial hit by Justice Clemens. Younger brother of NFL star Tyler Lockett. Will he get a chance? It's a huge punt. Lockett signals for the fair catch and has it at the 42-yard line after a 41-yard line. Again, Jackson in for the injured Dylan Edwards, and a wide receiver screen to Jaron Bradley, trying to get the ball in his hands. And so they're off schedule and running on 2nd and 12. Devon Rice nowhere to go, and he's swarmed, hit by Neal and Bell.
His guys, that his linebacker was making a call not toward the offense.
So Avery Johnson on 3rd and 8. A receiver is wide open for a first down. It's the tight end, Garrett Oakley. All the way down to the 38-yard line. That pass behind the line, that's a live ball. It's scooped up by Devon Rice, and he does well to get back close to the line of scrimmage on that.
Edwards typically would be catching that pass.
Joe Jackson with room downhill, and he fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by Iowa State. Right into the arms of Tayshaun James. Another lost fumble here in Ireland. Carolina and TCU next year. They'll play a week from Monday on ESPN. Bill Belichick's first game as that pass is tipped and incomplete. Here's Sama running left, and he's got the edge, and he picks up a first down before he's thrown out of bounds by Austin Romaine. And Romaine over there amongst a bunch of Cyclones. No flags yet. 109th meeting going back to 1917. In trouble, Beck gets away from a defender, and Beck takes off, diving past the 40. A gain of 8 on the play. 2nd and short, play action. Beck setting up, lobbing it, and it's dropped by Cooper Alexander. Iowa State 1 for 5 on 3rd down. Keep it on the ground with Sama, and Powers to the line, but maybe a half-yard short. And Beck will keep it, and he's able to fall forward and get the first down.
And just rely on their quarterback to get the first down.
Sama tried the left edge, and Obi Izor stands him up. Had a fumble recovery earlier. Sayamalo in there as well. The highest 5 ranked conference champions get bids to the 12-team field. Year 2 of that as the pass is caught. A first down. It's Benjamin Bramer, hurt for most of last year, getting to the 32.
Well, this time perfect for Beck.
Sama running to the right this time. And he gets pushed back at the line of scrimmage. Obi Izor in there first and eventually trampled by several other Wildcats. Pressure coming. Beck has to leave the pocket and throws incomplete. To your point, Dusty, defensively deep from here. But they will throw. Beck's pass is knocked down, incomplete. It was Desmond Purnell, the leader of that defense. Up. And this one is way right from the get-go and no good. With year 2 of the 2-minute timeout in college football from the 31-yard line. Up the middle, Jackson picks up about 4 yards. Here's Taylor.
Of emphasis, good to see that taking shape here in the first half of the season.
Play action for Avery Johnson. Hoisting it toward the sideline and off the fingertips of Jerron Tibbs. Really the first time we've mentioned him, and it's 5-man rush. Johnson gets it away quickly. A little rub route downfield, and it's caught for a first down by Jackson out of the backfield. Down. Rice. Downhill. Dragging tacklers to the 46-yard line. Can Kansas State win without their star? They fake the jet sweep. Johnson keeping it into Iowa State territory. A flag down late as Johnson is finally spilled by Patton.
Holding, number 69, offense. 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Here in Dublin. 2-minute mark. Johnson going to keep it himself, trying to find a running lane. It's not there. He gets crunched by 3 Cyclones. Trying to preserve time by calling the last one on defense. Rushes 3. Johnson over the middle. It's caught, a first down by Jace Brown.
That's complete to number 1, Jace Brown.
Sideline pass, and sliding down is Tibbs. Just lost his footing, as we've seen a lot.
Feet.
Johnson will throw again. Another sideline pass to Tibbs. He gets the first down before he steps out to stop the clock. Avery Johnson. Blitz coming up the middle. Johnson in trouble, and that pass incomplete.
This back here on 2nd down.
Johnson throws high and almost intercepted on the sideline. It was Dave. Yeah, they drop everybody back, and there's what you're talking about. Just a quick hitter to try to get yards, and a great tackle in the open field by Caleb Bacon, Iowa State. And wow, a little surprised that inside the 5 you'd even take the risk. That really does not make sense.
I think that's kind of the thought process here. He was going to be aggressive earlier.
The State will get the ball to start the second half. And from the goal line is Bryce Nornberg. And he gets to about the 19, and that's it. Here's Tim. Shy of the 20-yard line, and a pass play. Johnson has it tipped at the line for the second time. Ezeagu, those blocks with improved strength. Get his hand up. Johnson keeping it. We'll see if they run him more here in the second half. He had a rushing touchdown for K-State's only score in the first half. Back shuts off. And it was at about 12 when they had the issue. The pass is caught, but well short of the line to gain. Jontez Williams right there as well. Will Ancio caught it at the 28. Had a fumble recovery on the muff punt in the first half is the return man. It's a wobbly line drive and almost hit Flora. Did not, though, and scoots out of bounds. Pass play on first down. Back looking deep, taking a shot, and it's incomplete. It was intended for Chase Sowell. His first target broken up by Zayshawn Rich. Backed in trouble and sacked again. Boy, having a day. Toby Osunsami. 3rd and 21. Backed in trouble again. And he's going to keep it himself here and get to the 40 before he's run out of play. Got 9 yards back, but it will be standing back at his 15-yard line. Good punt by Perkins. Perfect hang time, and the fair catch made at
Golly, incredible.
Ireland is a country smaller than both the states of Iowa and Kansas as Joe Jackson gets the carry. Why the stands are so short, there's only a few behind the goalpost. As we've got a run play here from Joe Jackson. He close to a first down, and he did get the first down. Let me just finish that story real quick. The
locals is very real here, Mr. Pat.
Johnson looking, everybody covered. Now a receiver comes free, and it's Jaron Bradley on the catch.
And around Bradley to come open.
Another pass play and another catch. Jace Brown wrapped up and thrown down about a yard short of the line to gain by Avery Johnson. Finds another open tight end. And it's Braden Lofton this time. Johnson's in a groove. Now out of empty here with the shift of Joe Jackson to the top of your screen. Design quarterback run. No room for Avery Johnson. Grab to the ankles. Here's the end around pitch to Jace Brown. And Iowa State was not fooled. Tackle made by Jeremiah Cooper. Jace Johnson throws complete, and an excellent open field tackle. The helmet came off for Marcus Neal, but even if he has to sit out, it's 4th down. It was Oakley on the ESPN analytics say kick, but obviously you have the weather, the chewed up field. You can barely see the chalk marks. Johnson directing traffic on the move, and the pass is incomplete through the hands of Bradley. He could have caught that, and it would have been a first down. Here in 2025. Well done. What a career for the great Lee Corso. College Game Day, his finale next weekend with Sama picking up 2 or 3 on first down. Texas #1 in the country for the first time ever. Back sidearms that complete. And Xavier Townsend has a first down to the 45. Completions, 88 yards. Abu Sama off left tackle. Squeezes through a hole for minimal gain. Austin Rome. Play action. Backed in trouble. Steps away from pressure and takes off. Pass midfield. And then goes to the ground at about the 48-yard line. So game that could have major ramifications on who goes to the college football playoff. Abu Sama on 3rd and 4 comes up short. Down to 3. Backed on the option. Keeps and gets the first down. Now live in the Tampa area. Abu Sama on the cutback. Finds some running room. Remember 2 years ago he tore up Kansas State for 276 yards. Iowa State on the move. Sama again. And he picks up the first down, getting the edge off the right side down to the 28-yard line for 7 more yards. Good. Direct snap to Sama, runs straight ahead, gets upended at the 25-yard line by Obi Izor. Play of the drive, only one pass play. Maybe two, as Becht throws it towards the goal line. It was caught, but incomplete. Out of bounds was Burkle, but what a catch. Becht hoists it deep into the end zone. Caught, in bounds, touchdown, Brett Eskilsson. And Iowa State has the lead. Seven Cyclones late in the third. Gave his team its first lead since the opening quarter. This will be a touchback, so let's hear from Taylor McGregor. Down State starts on its 25. And Joe Jackson replacing the injured Dylan Edwards, hand fighting on the sideline, wrestled to the ground after a pickup of 2.
Holding, number 83, offense, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Johnson, nice catch made by Jace Brown. He picks up about 17. That pass a little behind the
year ago, and a nice play on 1st and 20.
Perhaps the final play of the quarter. Play action pass. Johnson setting up, climbing the pocket, and a wide open tight end Oakley into Iowa State territory. Wins for Kansas State, second most behind Illinois. Avery Johnson, 7 for his last night. Going downtown for Jace Brown. Incomplete. Brown could not hang on. Tayshaun James in coverage in the end zone. Has a fumble recovery in this game as well. Another pass play. Johnson hits Jerron Tibbs, fighting for yardage. And finally pumps, looks deep, got a receiver. Jace Brown walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Best in the country at that. The extra point is good, and we are tied. The Wildcats just tied it up now, kicking deep to Flora. He'll field it on his 6-yard line. And Flora has some room straight ahead, but then gets planted at the 26-yard line.
What a big-time call that was for the touchdown pass.
Ball on the ground again. Becht picks it up cleanly and fires complete. Well done to Eli Green. Let's check in with Taylor McGregor.
Johnson did like, he didn't like, and just before that last series, he told Jace Brown they were coming for him.
Meanwhile, the play calling for Iowa State by Taylor. Becht off play action, and the pass should have been picked off. It is dropped at the 25-yard line by Donovan McIntosh. Carson Hansen with room, and he's got a first down inside the 40-yard line to the 36. Hansen up the gut one more time. 8 more yards for a player that Matt Campbell told us is poised for a breakout year. Much of Hansen since the first period. But on a roll right now, picking up another first down for Iowa State on the ground. Becht from the pocket, everybody covered, he takes off. And then throws it away. But no rain right now. Abu Sama with blockers in front, inside the 30 and banged out a play at about the 27-yard line by true freshman Logan Bartley.
Oh, they're coming.
It's picked up though. Becht throws through the hands of Sowell. It would have been likely a first down. It was at the 10-yard line and 30. And Iowa State has the lead back. Deep to Bryson Nornberg. College football opener, Big 12 opener. Nornberg across the 10 and goes high in the air before he is upended.
One day to aspire to work with Dave Pasch. And here we are.
Pass is a little behind Jace Brown, and he could not make the catch. Jameis. He'll keep it. Cuts upfield. There's a flag down. Johnson is loose. First down, but looks like it's going to be holding, thrown at the feet of an offensive lineman.
It's going to be John Pastore.
Holding, number 78, offense. 10-yard penalty, second down.
Stepping up and throwing complete. Close to a first down, a couple of yards short is Jerron Tibbs. There are no timeouts. It's a 5-yard penalty that was put in place to keep people from faking injuries. And on the third down pass, it's caught by Oakley, but well short of the first down by Johnson's an excellent runner. They do snap it to him. He will keep it. And it is close. He got drilled right at the line to gain by Jamison Patton. Not seeing much in the second and third quarters. They'll run him here. Grabbed at the line of scrimmage, but able to break that arm tackle and pick up a couple of yards. To tackle him, even if they hit him at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, down the seam. It's caught by Bramer inside the 10. It'll be first and goal for Iowa State at the Kansas State 7. Back to Hansen. And he's bottled up after a gain of 1. Becht will keep it himself inside the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Conrady makes it 24-14 for Kansas State. 6:38 on the clock, down 10, and they have an excellent quarterback in Avery Johnson. Nornberg on the short kickoff. Gets tripped up. That slowed him down, and he's tackled at the 35-yard line at North Carolina. Johnson off play action, moving left, throws it deep, got a man wide open. Wow, Jaron Bradley gets behind the defense and scores. Touchdown, Kansas State. What a response. And a rushing score. Luis Rodriguez, first-year kicker for K-State, puts it through, and no, their team is right back in this one with 6:23 to go. Another short kickoff, and Flores got it. Past the 25, slips a tackle, past the 30, and dragged down at the 37-yard line by here in Dublin. From the 37, Becht sideline pass, pulled in by Burkle and hit out of play. Run play, Hansen downhill, first down, past midfield, powers his way. Use both their backs today, Hansen and Samu. Hansen again wrestled to the ground after a pickup of 2. Diving win today would certainly go a long way to determine who plays on December 6th. Another sideline throw that's caught. It's Eskilsson, who's hurt earlier on the touchdown catch, but he's back. Becht pulls it back, lobs it, caught, Burkle, first down, inside the 25. What a call for Iowa State. Play clock down to 3. Hansen running to the right. And he gets mauled. Gabe Powers in the LSU Clemson, both on ABC. This one here today. Hansen running to the outside, dragged down for a loss on the play by Obi Izor. Becht to the air, steps up, takes off. Becht makes a move, but he's planted about 4 yards short of a first down by V.J. Payne. K-State acting as if it's going to bring pressure, and here they come against Becht, who lobs it, caught. Hansen got the first down. Hansen still going, dives, he's down, but he got the ball across. Touchdown, Iowa State.
After review, the runner's right forearm was on the ground prior to the ball breaking the plane of the goal line. The ball will be placed inside the 1-yard line. It's first down for Iowa State.
They fumbled the ball on the K-State 1.
And Iowa State's had some slow starts to seasons in recent years. What an outstanding victory. Great ball game all the way through. You knew it was going to be a fight till the end, and Iowa State going to take a happy flight home back to Ames, Iowa.